and welcome to A Book in 2 Minutes. My name is Lindsay Milner and I'm a training and development consultant working mainly with non-profit organisations to help them to create awesome places to work. And while I've been doing that work, I have read many books, and books on business development, books on personal development, books on thinking, and books on effective management. And I thought it might be interesting to share some of the insights that I've got from those books with you and let you know which books I think are worth your time and which ones to, maybe pass over. Today's book is about a particular business skill, and it is selling. The book is called Life's a Pitch, and it's subtitled What the World's Best Salespeople Can Teach Us All. And it's written by Delves Broughton, who is the guy who wrote What They Teach You at Harvard Business School. And he starts this off by telling us that amongst all of the things that he learned at Harvard Business School, they don't actually teach sales. On their MBA program, there is no module about sales or selling on the curriculum, which he finds intriguing, to say the least. He then goes on to say how sales is intrinsic to everything that we do. He uses a quote to sell is human. And there's another book actually by Daniel Pink, who actually titled his book To Sell is Human. So on a similar subject to this, but let's stick with this one for now. He takes us through, he interviews many salespeople to try and get to what it is about selling. He looks at the contrast between people who think that selling is a despicable profession, it's full of liars and cheats and people who are trying to scam you, and that selling is a noble profession, quoting Benjamin Franklin, who said that if you can sell, you'll be able to succeed in life. I'm not sure that's a direct quote, but it's probably not, because I can't really remember it. But anyway, there's a school of thought that selling is a really noble thing to do, and if you're able to sell well, then you'll be successful in life, and that there is some integrity to it. I think in business now there is a trend towards more ethical sales and being authentic, and you're actually genuinely desiring to help the customer. So maybe this book was a little bit of a forerunner of it. One thing that I found really interesting in here was that he quotes a 1985 study which looked at different things that made people better at selling or worse at selling. And the thing they said that made people stand out more than any other is that how they viewed their role. So if they themselves felt that they were trying to cheat or scam people, then they wouldn't actually do very well. But if they believed in what they were doing and thought that they were doing something that was a genuine help to their customers and potential customers, then they would be far more successful. So again, I'm quite intrigued that goes back to 1985, because I think of that as quite a recent sort of phenomenon. The book is a really interesting read. He looks through different types of salesmen. He starts off in the bazaars in Morocco and looks at carpet salesmen there. Takes us through infomercials, Estee Lauder, and how she sort of progressed and came through to set up her cosmetics business. There's even an article on, or even a chapter that covers how it's almost a spiritual quality, and tells a story of a guy who really just felt that it was almost like a spiritual journey, like the hero's journey. Everybody wants to go on the hero's journey, so learning how to be an effective salesman was that for him. And how people afterwards would say, oh, you're good at it because you've got such lovely blue eyes, whereas he'd be like, get lost, I work my ass off to be really good. So again, bringing it back to it's a skill, it's something that you have to work at, to develop, to get good at. So if you're interested in developing your sales skills, then yeah, this is definitely worth a read. It's not a how to, there isn't a sort of 10 steps to become a great salesman. There's nothing in there like that. It is more about examining what has made people successful. And yeah, just an interesting read, an interesting, lots of stories, lots and lots of examples of people who are good at what they do, and also examples of what doesn't work. So yeah, very practical in one respect, but not a direct sort of, this is what to do. More of an interesting read, more of an interesting study. So that's today's book, Life's a Pitch by Delves Broughton. Let me know what you think if you've read it. I'd love to know what you think of it. If you haven't come across it yet, do you think you might give it a try? And I'll see you tomorrow for the last in this monthly Facebook Lives. And after tomorrow, I'll actually be moving on to YouTube and doing these broadcasts weekly instead of daily. But at the main time, I think that it would be good to hear your views, and I hope to catch you tomorrow for the last Facebook Live. Book in 2 minutes. Bye for now.